All right. Hello, friends, and welcome to 10 with Jen. I'm Jen O'Sullivan, a board certified naturopathic practitioner. I'm an educator and a best-selling author of many books on natural health, biblical studies, prayer, and more. My mission is to simply help you age with strength and purpose and hope by getting back to the way God designed the body and the mind and the spirit to function. Okay, so grab your glass of water, settle in, and let's spend the next 10 minutes together. Okay, so yesterday on Truth Tuesday, we talked about why most diets fail. I introduced you to my simple nutrition philosophy called Ketovore 24. I challenged you to stop chasing another diet and instead build a lifestyle that you can actually sustain. So I'm curious how you did. Did you make any healthier changes yesterday? Part of it is to remember that lasting health is not built in a day. This is something that is going to be a decision that you make over and over again. Okay. So we want to think things through a little bit deeper. Okay. So today I want to talk to you about something that almost everybody wants more of, and that's energy. Most people spend their lives trying to find more energy, right? And I think that we are asking the wrong question, right? That's all what I'm always asking you guys. What questions are we asking here? So instead of asking, how do I get more energy? I think we need to be asking, what is stealing my energy? And that's what today's topic is about, energy thieves. I don't think that most people have an energy deficiency. I think we have an energy production problem. So God designed your body to produce energy. And inside pretty much every single cell in your body, there are these tiny little structures called mitochondria. Think of them as your body's power plants. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought, every blink, every step that you take depends on these tiny little power plants doing their job. And interestingly, the more I study the human body, the more amazed I become at God's design. Okay, so now when I teach about energy, I like to divide them into two categories and one important rhythm. But the first is what I call vital energy. Vital energy is this life-sustaining energy that keeps things like your heart beating and your lungs inflating and your brain functioning and your immune system working and your cells repairing themselves every moment of every day, right? So whether you're asleep or awake or you feel good or you feel tired, guess what? Your body is constantly producing this life-sustaining vital energy. And then the next one is what I call rah-rah energy, right? Like rah-rah. And that's that temporary boost that you feel after a great workout or the excitement from a motivational event or jolt from caffeine or sugar. It can also be adrenaline during some stressful moment, right? So all of these things, there's nothing wrong with these. It's that the problem comes when we mistake the stimulation energy, the rah-rah energy, for health. You can feel completely wired and still have exhausted mitochondria. And so I'd much rather help someone build strong, vital energy than spend their life chasing raw energy. Okay, so then there's a third piece of the puzzle. It's your body's natural wake system. One of the most misunderstood hormones in the body is cortisol. A lot of people only know this as your stress hormone. And while it helps your body respond during times of stress, that's not its actual job. When your body is functioning the way God designed it, cortisol is also your natural wake up hormone. So long before your alarm clock rings, your brain actually begins preparing your body for the day. In those early morning hours, cortisol gradually rises and it helps you wake up. It increases your alertness. It prepares your body for movement and activity, right? So then throughout the day, cortisol is naturally going to decline until it reaches its lowest point at night. This is going to allow your body to prepare for restful sleep. And that's a pretty incredible design. The problem is that many of us work against that rhythm. We stay up too late, right? I've done this many times, right? I stay up too late. I might spend hours staring at screens before bed, living under constant stress. We don't sleep enough. And then we wake up exhausted and we immediately reach for something like coffee or energy drinks or sugary foods just to get going. I know some of you enjoy a good cup of coffee. It's not about never drinking coffee, although I wish you would never drink coffee. But again, it's about asking a better question. Instead of asking, how can I wake myself up? Ask, why didn't my body wake me up the way it's designed to? Why do you still feel super tired in the morning, right? So when we constantly rely on stimulants to push through fatigue or wake yourself up in the morning, it's easy to ignore what your body's trying to tell you. And so most of you are not lacking another cup of coffee. You're lacking maybe quality sleep or proper hydration or good nutrition or maybe healthy daily rhythms or time to slow down. So these things can be real energy thieves if you're not getting them. So I want you to think about your body like a beautiful home. And if your lights in your home keep flickering, you don't go out and buy brighter light bulbs. You need to find out why the electricity isn't flowing properly in the first place. So health works in the same way, right? So I want you to stop chasing brighter light bulbs. I want you to start finding out what the energy thieves are. So I want you to also think, how can I support my mitochondria? So we want to begin with foundations like real food, quality sleep. You want to actually move your body, give yourself proper hydration, get some healthy minerals, help manage your stress, get some morning sunlight, right? Time outdoors, time with the Lord. These are all foundations. Then there are some wellness tools that can complement those healthy habits. Some of you know about grounding and earthing and all this stuff, but this is an interesting thing to remember. One of my favorites is simply walking barefoot on natural ground, like sand or dirt or the grass. It also encourages me to slow down and breathe deeply, enjoy God's creation, reconnect with the rhythms that He's established. So, I've also spent years studying the relationship between light and the human body and our own infrared light. God created light and us made out of light with incredible precision. And researchers continue learning more about how various wavelengths of light will interact with not only the dermis of our skin, but our cells to support different cellular function. And that's one of the reasons I use phototherapy patches as part of my wellness routine, right? But I don't use them instead of healthy living. I use them alongside of healthy living. And there are other tools that we use as well. So there is no tool that's going to replace foundations. It simply helps you build upon it. So over the coming weeks, we're also going to explore other fascinating wellness technologies that can support circulation and recovery and cellular function. And as always, I'm going to share what I've researched, what I've personally chosen to use for me and my family, and why. Okay, so here's today's reset. Instead of trying to find more energy today, I want you to identify one energy thief. Is it poor sleep? Is it too much sugar? Is it too little movement? Are you dehydrated and don't know it? Like if you're drinking too much water all at once and then waiting an hour, you're dehydrated, right? Is it chronic stress? Too much time on your phone? Not enough time with God? I want you to choose just one and then take one simple step to remove that. And remember to stop chasing energy and start removing the thieves. Okay, so tomorrow on Thrive Thursday, we're going to talk about one of the most remarkable truths about the human body, that your body was designed to heal. Every day, your skin repairs itself, your bones remodel, your immune system stands guard, your cells replace themselves. Healing isn't something that your body occasionally does. Healing is what your body was created to do. So we're going to talk about what gets in the way of that healing and how partnering with God's design can make a remarkable difference over time. And so I hope you'll join me. And until then, take care of those tiny little power plants that God has placed inside every one of your cells. They're working every second of every day to keep you alive. So let's give them the support that they deserve. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and be blessed.